Hey there, folks. Let's go to CSSBattle.dev and do the daily target. Okay, and we have uh, some elements here. I feel like this is 3 elements, and I don't know exactly where they land, but they've got borders, border solid of a color. A solid red. They don't have a body. The body itself has that color. Each one has a set of margins. And then it's got border widths of 40, 0, no, 40, 0, 40, no, 40, 40, like that. That's what it's got. I don't know. There we go. Okay. So the margins here are for 20, 60, 0. Okay, so the height is what, 80? 80, okay, and then this number would be what? I see, okay. All right, getting the numbers right. So, I'm using, well, I don't know if you know, I'm using the margins to put this in the right 60, 70, 72, 70, 80, 92. Okay, and the height is a little bit wrong. How about it's 80? So I'm making one of them. 80. No, 90. No, 80. What have I got wrong here? I got something wrong. Oh, I see. Actually, so I do have it correct. All right, so now that I made one, how do I make the rest of them? I kind of feel inclined to do a scale and translate step. So B and then C. And so I do a translate, actually transform, So transform under that, under this CSS property, you can do lots of stuff. You can do a rotate 45 degrees, right? You can do goofy stuff. We don't need that. What we need is translate, and our translates are going to be 2 numbers. And I'm going to set it as a var --t or 00 or 0, and then a scale, and a scale x of var s of 1. That's a default of 1. So for B, we need to set a t value and an s value. And the same thing for C. So C is the more interesting one because we have to do it maybe it's, so the translate maybe is 2 numbers. Var x, here's the problem, I think. Var --x with the default of 0, comma, var --y. Okay, so, all right, none of this is working yet. And actually, you know what? Irritatingly, this is all a bad idea. All of this is a bad idea. So I'm gonna undo all of the things. So all these translates, not a good idea. Because the second one here is simple. With margins, I can do what I want to do. I think. So if I do a 10 here, 20, 30, Yeah, there we go. 30, 40. That gets me what I want. Silly. Definitely had it wrong. All right, so for C is what's the simplest solution? Now I could do a scale -1 and a transform translate of minus. We're not seeing it at all. We're not seeing my changes. I'm going to do a background of yellow so I can see this thing, and I don't see it at all yet. Okay, so X, actually, we don't want that. We want just 0 or 50 pixels. Oh boy, I'm not seeing it. What am I doing wrong? Don't know what I'm doing wrong, and that's really interesting. Okay, so I'm going to put this on that. Yeah, that's good. C, that's good. I'm going to use margins instead because clearly I'm doing something wrong with the translate. I can't tell what it is. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. Okay, so let's make that negative and then do a background red, or actually yellow. There it is. So this argues for the way to do this actually is to set these background widths in a different way. So that's going to be 40s where the zeros are and zeros where the 40s are, I believe. No, not all of them. So it's actually, so remove this 4 and add a 4 here. And then swap these margins, probably. Okay. Close. I think this number. All right, get rid of the yellow. And maybe this is good. Yeah, I don't know. The translates, I'm a little irritated that the translates are not working the way I was hoping them to. I'm going to submit this. Yeah, definitely not on my game here today for some reason. Yeah. I think I'm submitting. Yeah, there's this. Okay. Var width of like so. And that makes this dash dash W. Then we'll do the margins var dash dash M. And then dash dash M. And minify and unit replace and submit. So I don't feel super proud of that particular solution, strangely enough. All right, what happens if we wanted to do it all in the body using our friend, well, my friend, the conic gradient, var. So we set a var. So G will say conic gradient at 40 pixels, 40 pixels from, and actually it should be what, from 90 degrees. And we say, what do we say? What do we say? Transparent, 25%, and then the red color. Now, we have it. We haven't put it on anything yet. We do var dash dash G, and we get that shape. We need 3 of these. And they're all going to have a, so if I do what, background size. And if I do that here, here we go. So that's the idea. Background repeat, no repeat. Okay. So that's 3 of them. Then we do background position. I can never remember, can I do 2 numbers? Yeah, I can. I can do 1 number, in fact. So, three, 2. Okay, and then sizing, 100, 120, 120. So I'm using the fact that this is a little different approach. I don't think I've done this precise technique in one that I have shared. Oh, and then I've forgotten the fact that, as a matter of fact, that's not what this shape is. So that's my bad there. Kind of hilarious. So what do I do next? So I created those 2 shapes. What if I do, for the final one, I do a counter gradient here, which is what? From minus 90 degrees at, if it's 120, 40, 80 pixels, 40 pixels, red color, 75%, and transparent. So yeah, so that's my conic gradient. And then if I do auto, comma in the middle, and set my sizes, set the second size to be auto. Oh yeah, so this one needs to be what? 100 pixels, minus 100 pixels. Oh boy. And then the side, so, oh, what have I done? I don't know if I've done it. Oh, actually no, this is fine. Oh, no, this is not fine. So this is the complex part of, okay, I'm gonna set pink here so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Oh, and I messed up everything. Everything has gotten messed up in a bad way. All right, so what do I need to do here? Oh, because this needs to be here. And there. Okay, so, all right. This, oh, wait. There's a problem. Okay. So, $80. So this is kind of a mess. Apologies for that. There we go. Okay. This is now a little bit better in terms of what I'm expecting it to be. And so now I can move this, I believe, up slightly better. The issue is that this background size oh no, it should be okay. Okay. There it is. And so this color is this. And then I need a background color. So this is this was a bit of a mess. I apologize. Background color. Okay. So why was that good? I'm not sure it was, frankly. I mean, I'm reusing this once. Let's minify and unit replace and see what that looks like. If that's a better score. I don't think it's a better score than the 3 paragraph elements technique that I used successfully. Yeah, no, it's not smaller. So let's undo these, and then I will expand the background. So really, this is background image. And this is the expanded, the non-abbreviated syntax. If I use just that, then I can do, so the positions are what? They're 80, 20, and then 200, 100, and then 80, 180. And we're not seeing anything. Why? I think because I need the PX indicators for this version. Or all of this is just invalid. So now I'm going to do kind of a similar thing. Just expanding out and then setting no repeat for each one. Is this better code? No, I don't think it is. I think it's kind of a mess, actually. Okay, so, and this is one of the parts of CSS that's a little more frustrating, is that when you've got an error, it may not be clear-cut exactly what error you've introduced. But these have positions. There's a gradient, which is this variable. Position, size, repeat, gradient. Position, size, repeat, gradient, and then here. So it's 80 pixels. There it is. So extracting out where's your syntax issue, because the browser just probably in DevTools in the browser just say that's not valid. But is it going to tell you which character that you're wrong at? No, because in theory you might have something correct to put there, but all these things, you know, maybe G is not specified, you mistype that. You might have, you know, something like a whole nother position there, and you forgot you were cutting and pasting, and so yeah. All right, so let's minify and unit replace that one and submit that. So that is all in one CSS rule, and not better than this. So that's a way to do it. One of the other things we could have done. What else could we have done? I mean, rather than border widths on each one of these elements, we could have made each one a square and used an inset box shadow. That also would be a possibility. And the variabling there would be 40/40, probably 40 pixels, 40 pixels inset, and then the color, and then this would be minus 40, and then 40 pixels, minus 40 pixels, 40 pixels for an inset border. Neither way is really, you know, wrong. But obviously your heights, your widths, all these margins would be a little bit different. Oh, I don't know. I feel a little tired today, but it's a good day. Thanks for watching along on my half-baked solution here. Always fun to write CSS and HTML, though. I really enjoy it. I hope you're having a great day. Go make a web page. Go make a web page. Everybody's got web browsers. That's pretty cool. All right. Bye-bye.